I'm Corky Laing. I was born in 1948, Montreal, Canada. I am a musician. My idea of perfect happiness, and this is the kind of happiness I can actually experience, is Sunday morning with the New York Sunday Times, a nice hot cup of coffee, and a comfortable seat, and a wonderful person to be with. When I think about it, my greatest fear is being locked up somewhere, being chained down, I'm claustrophobic, and that along with the thought of not being able to move freely, the thought of not being able to think freely, freedom, the lack of freedom is my greatest fear. If I was to choose one person right now that I admire, comes to the top of my head, it would be Levon Helm. He's a musician, drummer, singer, artist, actor. He's a wonderful gentleman, and I admire him for his way of life. The most overrated virtue is patience. I think patience is ridiculous. I mean, the fact is, if everybody starts being too patient, we're not going to go anywhere. Everybody's just going to be patient, and they'll be holding back, and nothing will get done in this world. I would say right now, this moment, these moments, these days, these are the moments. I just want more of the same. I am very happy right now with my life and how I'm living it and who I'm living it with and who I'm sharing these times. And I must say, these are the moments. I like to think I lie all the time. To a certain extent, I think I bullshitted myself right through life to this extent, and it's become so, my lies have become so good that they're true now. I would love to play keyboards. I would love to learn how to play piano and really work my fingers. I have no control of my fingers, and I think it would be a great exercise to learn how to play piano and to be able to voice that many melodies, you know, in one stroke. With your hands. I am excessive about nothing. Everything is full tilt, but I don't think I'm excessive. I just think I just try to get everything in a split second to move on to the next thing. I don't think that's excessive. I don't know what excessive is. I just live full tilt, and if that's excessive, I'm excessive about everything. But again, I don't overdo anything. I overdo everything. I keep on moving pretty quickly, so I don't know that I have a favorite distraction. I wouldn't know if I noticed a distraction. These days, everything moves so fast. There's so much information bouncing off your ears and your eyes, and I don't know if they're distractions. It's just part of life, and I would not necessarily notice it. I am challenged by every day sorting out the crap from what I have to do. There's so many things to wake up, and every day there's more information, there's more things coming your way, whether you like it or not. You know, I'm challenged by the bummers that, you know, knock on your door and say, "Hi, I'm your bummer for today," and that's a challenge, because you know something's gonna come around the corner and smack you in the head. So I must say, I am challenged just by everyday living. I like it, I love it, but it's a challenge. I was sitting in Nantucket. Woodstock was just coming on that summer, and I just remember that was my last year of college, and I had to complete one more exam, and I wrote the exam in Nantucket, even though I was going to university in Montreal. I remember what happened was I went to New York to play, and I was asked to join in with Felix and Leslie. At that point, I knew I was going to leave school where it was. I did the 4 years of college, and it was a perfect timing for me. I said, no, I'm not going to go back to school. I'm going to go on the road and see what it's like to be a musician. Real musician working. At the time, I was part-time. I was going to college and playing on the side in a local band. But this was going to be an international band. That was the sense of it. So I gave it a good old-fashioned college try. I went right into music. You know what I really love? I love performing. Simple, boom, cut to the chase. I love getting on stage behind a drum kit and performing. Number one, because a drum kit makes me look good. Because you will never ever see a drum set that's not beautiful. Every drum set is beautiful. So when you sit behind it, you can't help but feel beautiful. In my life, a lot of what I do is who I play with. And as a drummer, I've been very fortunate to play with the very, very best, and I just want to keep on doing that. If I could have another career, I know exactly what it would be. I would be an architect. I remember in college, I was thinking about going into architecture, and I just didn't have the marks to get into that department. But that would be my other career. I would definitely go into architecture and engineering. I would imagine if you asked people who I talk to, they would say, I talk a lot. I not only talk a lot, I interrupt people a lot. For some reason, my son once said, Dad, I think you love the sound of your voice. I never thought of it that way, but essentially that's my problem, and I've got to sort that out. I've got to stop talking. I've got to stop talking. I'm in the music business. The biggest award you can get, the best award you can get from your peers, apparently, would be a Grammy. I'd love to get a Grammy. I would love to live in Italy on the shores. I guess on the ocean or even on a lake shore. Somehow, Italy, Spain, one of those beautiful, beautiful areas of the world where there's a dynamic in the landscape and there's a dynamic in the people. I think there's a lot more uniqueness over in Italy and Spain, some undiscovered oasis over there. That's where I'd like to live. I don't know if I could put it in terms of achievement. I've been very fortunate to have traveled around the world and performed for different people in different places. I'm very proud of the fact that, there's a phone call made to ask for my presence on stage, and as long as that's happening, I'm proud of the fact that people still want to listen to me play drums. I'm very proud of the fact that I want to hear myself play drums. My achievement would really be that I'm achieving to become the best drummer I could become, the best musician I could become. It's a small step from the limo to the gutter. Watch where you're going.